say goodnight. We hate to go and leave this pretty sight.
What about that email Palma sent us?
Like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, I didn't even know this one. Yeah, so we're here to say a little something about Rhonda.
Yeah.
Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
So we could use the letters of her name and think of words
Sure.
to describe Rhonda.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Let's start with R.
R.
How about resourceful?
Resourceful, yep. Rhonda, she probably had it in her room.
Everything.
So, yep.
Anybody need anything?
Yeah, it was in her room.
Always has something.
And you could go to her for anything, you know. She would remember, you know, she had a lot of history with CTE and everything like that, but you could go to her with anything personal. She was just a great friend to lean on.
Yep.
Respectful. She handled, you know, she was always so graceful with the kids, and they really seemed to you know, go to her and
Right.
she was highly thought of with the students.
And adults.
Yeah, and adults
Adults,
also.
H.
So, humble.
Humble.
Yeah.
Heartfelt.
She put others first.
Always.
Yeah, always
Upfront.
put others first. You know, grown-ups, kids, she, you know, always what was best for the kids.
And on a lighter note,
Oh, yeah, humorous.
very funny. Very funny. Kept things light. Kept our off-site staff meetings
Yep.
rolling.
Right? Yep, she was very funny. Yep, Rhonda's very funny.
But I like O. I think outstanding would be good.
Outstanding in the
Outstanding.
hall.
That too. For sure, always.
Yep. Outstanding in the hall. She was always out there and would greet kids, and, you know, even kids that weren't hers,
Right.
especially
Athletes.
like the athletes who came
Good
by.
game. Knows exactly how they played. So, yay.
Encouragement if it wasn't a good game, just encouraging him to hang in there.
Yep, very good.
But nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Always nice.
Handled conflict with grace. You know, just yeah, incredibly nice about anything.
And I think she's pretty neat. She's
Yeah.
a neat person.
Yeah, neat.
Okay, not neat like I'm not neat, but neat, but
Neat.
pretty neat.
Neat, like very cool.
Like cool neat, yeah. We get busy, don't we, Rhonda?
Right.
It's hard to file everything when it's time.
Right.
Dependable.
Dependable.
I think dependable
So-
is very good. Anytime I needed to talk, if I needed to school or otherwise, 5 minutes, an hour,
Yeah.
she would just lend an ear, shoulder, whatever I needed,
Yeah.
and be right there.
Oh yeah, you can depend on Rhonda. She was there. She, you know, she really missed, and she was there after school. She was dedicated to the kids. They always knew they could go to her, and as could we.
Right.
Yeah. A.
How about altruistic? I love that word.
Yeah,
It's a big word.
that's a big word,
But
and
it's good for Rhonda.
It totally fits Rhonda because she put other people before herself and gave of herself, you know, for many, many, you know, she's been in education, and no matter what aspect, she's always served others first.
Right. For 40 years, Rhonda,
Yeah.
this is your time, girl. The next chapter begins. Lots of fun with your family and your grandkids. Best wishes.
Yeah. Congratulations on retiring before we have a major technological adaptation.
Tyler
I know.
says.
Yeah, Tyler says. Congratulations on that. I know they are your favorite. So, you know, but we know that we'll see you around at the basketball games for sure.
Substituting in October.
Right?
Starting
you get to
in
start.
October, yes.
So,
We'll be glad to see you.
yeah, we can't wait to. We're not saying goodbye. We're just saying see you later.
Like your favorite president, this isn't a period, it's just a comma.
I came to know Miss Bartel when we co-taught physical science classes. She was a great influence for my teaching years here at Topeka High, because she was this brave, sometimes harsh lady. I thought made a huge impact on my teaching style, even because we taught together like several different groups of students which need several different styles of attention. And so she had this great impact on my own teaching, and I value her very much. She's a hero in my opinion, and I just wanna wish her all the best. Just wanna wish her a healthy and happy retirement.
Mr. Bolajek, what's one word that you would use to describe Deanne Bartel?
Deanne Bartel, one word, hot mess.
That's
Okay, that's two words. A mess. No, that's two. Mess.
okay. That works.
Okay.
What's one thing that you would like to ask Deanne before she retires? What's the one dire question you'd like to ask
The
her?
one dire question I have is she always wore or had this thing in her ear. Is that a hearing aid?
No, that's a Bluetooth.
But Bluetooth. Okay. I better get caught up.
And lastly, what's one thing you'll miss about Deanne Bartel?
One thing I'll miss about Deanne Bartel, knowing that I got my IEPs done before her.
Deanne will miss you. Thanks for everything.
Yep, we're going to miss you, Deanne. Good luck.
It is an honor and a pleasure to be speaking about one of Topeka High School's most multi-talented teachers, Miss Angela Daake. Angela has been a teacher at Topeka High School for the last 12 years. However, most people don't know, but this is her second retirement. Yes, see, Angela's been a teacher for 42 years. 42 years. Her first retirement came after teaching 8 years in the Boise, Idaho area, music, and teaching 22 years in the Sacramento, California area, both language arts and music. Angela likes to say that she found her gold in the form of R.J. Daake while in California, and the two of them got married in 1993. In 2009, Angela and R.J. moved back to Topeka, where R.J.'s from. Angela decided to get back into teaching, and sure enough, found her way at Topeka High School. It's hard to discern what I appreciate most about Angela, because she's been so flexible and giving throughout her time at Topeka High School. Several years ago, we were told by the district that we'd be starting a new reading program. And at that time, I had really no idea as to who was going to be teaching that or who I was going to ask. Yet it was Angela who came to Diane, Morgan, and I and said, "I'll take that challenge on." I was impressed because we all know that struggling readers are often our most reluctant learners. Yet Angela took that responsibility to heart, though it wasn't an easy beginning. First issue was curriculum. The district had the program, yet it didn't really have much of a curriculum to go with it. It was Angela who pieced things together, found a way to chart progress, and motivated students to succeed. The second year wasn't really any more easy. You see, the district picked up this online program, and yet it worked maybe 50% of the time. Yet there again, Angela was creative. She pieced things together. She made things work. Slowly but surely, Angela has developed one of the better reading programs in the city of Topeka, and her students have been very successful. It's also a few years ago when Steve Eubank decided that he would like to teach a new class, therefore giving up chansonnettes. Angela once again stepped to the challenge and went back to her music teaching roots and taught the chansonnettes, and man, they were successful, very successful. Teaching both reading improvement and the choir was not just a job for Angela, it was definitely a passion. You could see it in her work, and you could see it in the kids and the impact that she had. Students came to appreciate Angela's care, compassion, and deep sense of commitment. So, students rose to the occasion. Now, Angela gets to begin a new vocation. Many may not know this, but Angela has been an entrepreneur for quite some time. You see, she's an interior designer specializing in window treatments. Her work has been shown in many of the designer showcase homes throughout the years, and her work's also won many, many awards. But now, you may not know, but her and RJ have begun a new endeavor in the form of Hidden Hills, the retreat that they've developed just back in 2015. Knowing what I've learned from Angela as a teacher, that makes a lot of sense. You see, Angela has always been a caretaker. She's been a host. She's been creative. She's been a problem solver. And she's entertained. Angela, on behalf of the students and staff at Topeka High School that you've worked with throughout these years, thank you, thank you, thank you. Best wishes to you and RJ, and you can be assured that you'll see me around Hidden Hills, whether it's throwing a line in the water, doing some fishing, or walking the beautiful pastures on your land. Take care, God bless, and enjoy your new opportunity.
Hi, Kim. We've had you nearly 3 whole years, but now the end is near. You are off to your retirement, and you're leaving me here. I've enjoyed our time together, both at work and off the clock. We have so much in common, you fit right in the flock. Once it was the 3 of us. It was Sara, me, and you. The times we had our treasures, 'cause we meshed as few can do. We had a lot of fun, us 3. The main office was our hood. We got things done together, just maybe not like we should. You're always warm and cheerful, cute, kind, and so soft-spoken. I mean it when I wish you the best, even though my heart is broken. All the best. Love you.
Donna Osbourne, in her time at Topeka High, has spent 9 years here overall, and I got the pleasure to work with her this past year in the choir room. She is such an awesome accompanist. I've really challenged her to play a variety of music this year and pushed her further than I think she ever anticipated, but she just handled it with so much grace, and I have just been so blessed to have her as my accompanist. She's made my transition to Topeka High so easy. Every day she comes in right around 8 a.m. and she does anything and everything she can to help us be successful in the classroom every day, and I can't thank her enough for that. She plays beautifully and musically. She watches well, which is a big thing. That's really important. The students love her. I love her. Our families at Topeka High and in our community really appreciate her too. She is such a warm and loving person and is not afraid to speak her mind. And I just can't tell you enough how much I've appreciated her. She's sewn costumes. She's done hems for dresses and for tux pants. She helps carry things inside the school. She's helped carry drums to the churches and local spots here that we've used for gigs. She's driven vans when she didn't even know how to start a van. She's just done really great stuff this year with me, and I so wish you luck, Donna. Your daughter will be so happy to have you around more often. I know your husband will too, and those grandkids will be so excited that they get to spend more time with you when you're free and not doing everything in the community that you do. So thank you for everything, and we love you here at Topeka High.
It's my pleasure to be here to congratulate Julie Rippon on her retirement. I've known Julie for over 20 years. I had both of her children in class, and then of course was delighted when she came to Topeka High to work as a gifted facilitator. We work together with a lot of kids, and I can see that what Julie does is she asks the hard questions of kids and tries to help guide them through their answers. We're talking about emotional guidance, college guidance, working with teachers guidance. I'm really going to miss her practical nature and her sense of really what's important about education and what kids can gather at Topeka High that is of value to them. When I was thinking about what I was going to say, one of the things that I thought about was how beautiful her daughter Anna's book fits in to what I believe about Julie's future. So her daughter Anna wrote a book called The Timekeeper, and she illustrated it. And there are some words at the end of it that I think are particularly apt as we think about Julie's retirement. So towards the end of the book, it says, "How can we thank you?" they asked the old man. He said, "Use your time the best you can. Work when you work, but take time to play. Make the most of each hour by night and by day." So Julie has worked very hard for us here at Topeka High for a lot of years, and I know that we all wish her plenty of time to play now that she's going to retire. So congratulations, Julie. Thanks.
Rene, on behalf of the countless number of students and staff members that you've worked with through the years, I want to thank you for your loyal and dedicated service to Topeka High School and Topeka Public Schools. It's an honor to speak on your behalf. For 24 years, Rene has been a social worker at Topeka High School. He's a licensed clinical social worker, and initially his plan was to work in the private sector, although somehow, some way, a few years back, someone convinced him to work at Topeka High School, and he's been here ever since. Through those years, Rene has been a part of several very transformational efforts at Topeka High School, including, but not limited to, the STARS program, PBIS, academic support, crisis team, restorative practice, among many others. However, the major impact Rene has had at Topeka High School is through his unwavering commitment to students. For those who don't know, Rene is a devout man of faith. It's through that faith that Rene carries the gifts of the Holy Spirit. It's those gifts that I believe are manifest in his work, and they are charity, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, suffering, gentleness, modesty, and self-control. When I think of Rene, I'll always remember these characteristics. Those characteristics, I believe, are what make Rene so good with kids. For not only is he a role model, he is steadfast in his courage and commitment to seeing kids through the help and care that they need. I've said this before, but Rene is a surrogate father to thousands of kids. One small testament is the student who returned to the retirement reception after several years being away from Topeka High School, only to thank Rene for the help that he provided to her in front of all those who attended. Additionally, Rene will always be remembered for his professionalism. His integrity, trustworthiness, and diligence are second to none. Rene arrives to work every morning at 6:30 after a 30-minute drive from his northeast Jefferson County home. He can always be counted on to be at his supervision post, always one of the first faces that students see and are greeted with in the morning. Rene, I'll always remember our conversations about school, politics, religion, the environment, the climate, nature, hiking, the outdoors, our families, you name it. I'll miss these conversations, and I hope you know that you've had a major impact on my life. Best wishes as you head out to the next stages of your life. I know you're going to enjoy working around your home, traveling with your wife to many different places, spending time in Ouray, Colorado, and just doing the things that I know will fill your soul with happiness. Rene, thank you. God bless, and may the rest of your life be filled with happiness.
Hello, my fellow Trojans. It has been a pleasure working with all of you the last 2 years. I have really enjoyed getting to know so many of you and working with everybody here. I know that all of you will continue to do great things, and I hope we stay in touch. I wish you all the very best, and on to more adventures. I can help you. and also just making the school spirit a lot more important in our school.
So long, farewell, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. We'd like to stay.